Yo,
Yo.
I think that means we on.
I got it.
That sound like we on to me, even if the music's still playing. Sound like we on to me.
What it do?
Back on after a week off.
We're just doing it bi-weekly.
Nah, we ain't doing it bi-weekly. I just had something to do last week, but we are back. Season 2, episode 6. Deakkon and the Diplomat. I'm the Deakkon. That's the Diplomat.
What's up, guys?
Fellas, what's going on, young?
Man, doing good. Just been working on perfecting my craft.
What might that be, my nigga?
I'm all over the place. Most recently now is just kind of doing a little bit more of the video editing. So
Okay.
I showed you the little intro video I put together for us. It might, drop as like a little commercial. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's going to be an official part of what we doing out here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like commercial, give the fans a little teaser of it. So
Okay. All right.
feeling generous.
All right. Price, what's up with you?
I'm good over here. Well,
Good.
Yeah. We get straight to the mother effing point.
Hey, what?
Yeah, because this really ain't about us, you know what I'm saying? It's about y'all fans and friends and family, supporters, everybody who tunes in. So today, we ain't got no topic because this dude that we actually already talked about, this nigga's back in the news. But now he dragging other people down with him. Like it's the residual spider effect or some spider web shit where this nigga Diddy's in the center of it. And he got like octopus tentacle arms, young, because now he's pulling all y'all favorite gangster, so-called gangster rappers into all this mix, young. So we had to talk about this little Meek shit real
Hold on,
quick.
wait a minute.
Yeah, had to talk. What the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Nothing goes away. We might be a few days, whatever, behind when it came out, but still, this is when we do our shit on Thursdays, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have no personal feeling about it. It's just like so many of these cats that got this image of being whatever. Is it the industry that's turning you like this, or was you like this and that's how you making it through the industry? Because Meek got memorable songs. He got classic songs. He might got some bars that you even remember where you was like, yo, Meek shit was spitting hot. But like, yeah, when you start looking at who the niggas that's really tough and then who are these niggas that just make it how they making it, dog.
Yeah,
I never saw Meek as tough though. I saw Meek as hanging around with tough people.
that's
Mm.
that's a fair assessment.
Okay, but Meek rap tough.
Yeah, he rapped tough. But
Okay.
I didn't get him rapping his block.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, you can't really be tough if you bent over in a picture with a gun between your legs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, you don't want to see
You
it.
don't want it.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really want to see it. I never knew that picture existed until all this other shit about him started coming out. I never knew that picture existed. I never knew any of these other little pictures that he got with these poses exist. I didn't know. I'm not really a Meek Mill fan like that though. You know what I'm saying? I like his music, but I ain't really a fan to be knowing
Is it just Meek or we pulling all the Ciroc boys?
because the boy Rick Ross.
French Montana?
Yeah, I'm like,
don't say that.
hold on, dog. You ain't see Rick Ross dancing in his mansion with the fur coat on, and he had on the hoochie shorts or whatever they call them, the hoochie daddy shorts. Any shorts that rise above your knee, you wearing outside. That's too small for you. And he was dancing.
Trunks.
Swim trunks or swim trunks. Now,
They do come. I got them.
now, you know what I'm saying? Like swim trunks. But forget about the point is that was that nigga uniform dancing in the video, and it's in conjunction with it's like this is the support for your mans coming out. All the ones that you can catch a nigga in a picture and make it look real suspect. Niggas can be dapping up and they can make it look like whatever, somebody about to kiss each other, like how they got Rick Ross and Diddy looking like they about to kiss each other. You know what I'm saying? That's an old picture, whatever. So they could do miraculous shit with cameras. But I'm sorry. This nigga got way too much smoke that is now turned into a mini fire in the fireplace. That niggas is cozily sitting the fuck around paying it like they warming their hands and shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's going to eventually turn into like a 5-alarm, but My thing is, who the fuck cares? If that's who you is, that's who you is. What is the what? This might be what we end up talking about, because my question behind all this, because I don't want to keep talking about that weird shit, to be honest, young. But like, why all of a sudden all of these like people getting exposed, all the outing shit, like where is this coming from?
I I was thinking about it because I remember I remember thinking about it. Like Diddy is somebody who has been in the position of power for quite some time. These allegations date back quite some time. So what is it about now that makes it all come to light? You know what I mean? If it's something that could have been hidden in the shadows this long, what happened to break it out into the light now? Who's involved? Other faces start popping up. And I think a big part of it might be with the way the society is supposed to be more accepting to gender being a spectrum, or you know gender fluidity. They're trying to make it so that these individuals that have been portrayed in a similar light, which now have these characteristics that seem opposing to that position, it all kind of blends together to make it seem more accepting to not stick with a certain stigma, or you know what I mean? Like it gives you more advantage to kind of branch out and just do whatever without fear of being labeled or judged.
This is why I was hoping that we had the video, because we got a disclaimer. So pardon my ignorance. What the fuck is gender fluidity?
I don't even know how to explain it myself.
Okay, so
It's
okay, because I don't know what that means, but maybe it's something like, yeah, I'm about to say, if you could look that up, because I'm not sure what that means. I think my take on it is it's something that we spoke about earlier when it comes to black people, right? And kind of follow me, because this might be a little, try not to be long-winded with it and kind of like connect the dots real quick on it.
okay.
So originally, when blacks were portrayed in the media, you know what I'm saying, we were portrayed as ignorant, stupid slaves, like back in the day, pickaninnies and all that. That was the media, the social
Yeah.
stereotype,
Cartoon shit.
and the characters and all of that shit, Jim
Caricatures,
Crow,
yeah.
all of that shit, right? Big lips. And then as it went into like digital media, the television, it turned into black people were gangsters. Like, they wanted to scare white America by portraying every black person as either a drug addict. The men were drug addicts or pimps, hustlers. The women were prostitutes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And very rarely did they ever picture us or paint us in a positive, like any. So that picture of black people was what was going into white America's home, right?
Okay.
So now we do have more ability as blacks to, I guess, paint our own picture to America, because we have more black people that are producers. Like Tyler Perry has his own studio. I think Ice Cube got his own studio or something. I mean, whatever. He's doing his own shit. Kevin Hart got his production joint. You know what I'm saying? So they can now make movies where they show us in how the light we want to be shown in too. But still, how Hollywood is showing us is now to soften the image of black people. They're showing us is weak, and as a part of, you know what I mean, like, I don't know, whatever the other communities, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like they very rarely just show a black man that is a strong black man, goes to work, he handles his business. They don't really portray that. He either got to be second, like Netflix movies now, the niggas is always getting knocked out in the movies, and the woman is saving the day. Now, I get it that you want to empower women, but you're emasculating. Yo, if you watch a lot of these flicks, bruh, you know, like, can't think of the joints, came out a couple years ago, but it had Gabrielle Union in it, and she just was like a mom who they tried to rob her house, and she was protecting her kids.
Seen that movie.
Right. So in the movie at the end, the skinny dude that was trying to rob him knocked her husband out, and her husband was supposed to be some big burly whatever dude. He got slumped on the porch. And then Gabrielle Union saved the day. It's a movie with Michael Ealy in the jump where he's married to some, I can't remember the woman, but it's a pretty popular actress, though. I just can't think of her name right now. And he's going through whatever situation and she comes and saves the day. So I'm like, it's not that you can't empower women, but you're making the men look like suckers. You know what I'm saying? For lack of a better term. So there's an overall painting of black men being weak now, and black women, this empowerment of black women has to come at the expense of black men. It can't be both rising together. Also speaks to more of the division of between us two, which could be maybe a different topic for a different day. But I think also,
I mean, I'm thinking about it now. I'm going through movies. I just got to Us. I'm like,
yeah, me too. I just watched that joint recently.
I'm trying my mind as far as going through like where they're supposed to have a strong black character, but they end up having it, and the woman ends up saving the day.
That woman ends up saving the day, bro.
This is a thing.
It's a thing, dog. But people black men can't win out here, dog. We have to do stuff like this. We not to take it to nothing about relationships, because I don't want to talk about none of that type of shit, but like it's part of the reason why black men don't get respect in their own home. This is what women sit around and consume all day. Ratchet TV, Netflix. Sorry, women. Not all women do this. That's not what I'm saying. That's why we need a disclaimer. That's not what I'm saying. But a lot of times what you're consuming and paying attention to, that's what your mind is also going to probably sometimes go to. People think they a lot more strong-minded than they are. But that's why I try not to spend a ton of time looking at social media. It's not the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to set my tone with the day of people talking about cheating. You know what I mean?
That's why when you're like, you haven't seen this, I'm like, nah, because I usually don't start my scroll until like midday when I'm like bored.
But it's crazy though, my nigga, because you seeing some of the funniest reels on the planet.
Because I keep them locked. I keep them locked in.
Some
I'm
of
like,
the funniest shit.
Save that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it shows in like I think our culture is being fucked up by shit like that.
Yeah.
We talked about it before, like the impact directly on relationships in season 1 or whatever, but I mean, I just think and overall what we're seeing, they're showing it to us right in our face. So it's like, it's just we accept it. It's so much easier to digest than Hollywood.
And I think that's where but that's where I know as a community we need to do better. And in terms of accountability, we need to, like you said, understand, be aware that this is what's going on. This is what's being fed, programmed, if you will, and then to avoid it. I'm not saying get away from social media completely, but like you said, not look at it first thing in the morning when they're talking about cheating.
Or if they just talking about something violent, somebody getting robbed or somebody getting stabbed, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
so I hear y'all talking about social media, but if I didn't know what y'all talking about, I would think y'all talking about the morning news or the news period.
No.
I'm just saying, like,
no.
Social media.
No, it's all huge. Social. Right, because we're actually pigeonholing into social media. It's actually media in general. Because when we first started talking about black people, we were talking about print media. There was no TV back in the slave times where they were making Pickaninny cartoons and all that. It wasn't TV. You know what I mean? So it's media in general. Social media has made it into clips where it's easy to it's easily digestible, and it comes in bites, and it's coming from so many different sources.
And it's just
when you're watching, I watched Fox 5 morning news. You know what I'm saying? And there may be tragic bullshit that happens on Fox 5 morning news, but you know what Fox 5 morning news does? They kind of keep it under a little bit of a censorship to a certain degree. Everybody out here is now wanting to see the dead body. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't no dead body, they like, I don't believe it happened. Somebody got killed. Where's the body? You know what I mean? They loving to see that. They want to see. That's what people mind. That's what I'm saying. They're consuming the darkness. And now regular motherfuckers that just got up and went to work, that's what you're consuming. And you're doing it throughout the day.
You want to know what's crazy? Or a friend of mine looked at me like I was insane because he knows I love video games. I grew up on, like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, things like that. But whenever they ask, which one's my favorite, I always tell them Street Fighter. And my main reason is because I personally just find Mortal Kombat just way too gruesome. It's just excessive with the violence factor. Yeah,
I was about to say, bro,
100%.
I was playing Mortal
I
Kombat
know.
in seventh grade,
And
eighth
people
grade,
love
whatever
it.
it
I'm
was.
kind of with him though.
The the first ones where
I
they were
like Street Fighter better, but not because of the gruesome aspect.
Okay.
I just like the characters better in Street Fighter.
I love the characters in Street Fighter. I grew up with them because I was always playing that.
But you thought that Mortal Kombat was too gruesome?
Nigga,
We was literally trying to learn all the little finishing moves and shit.
I'm like, damn. Like, damn.
You felt like that too?
No.
Oh,
You know,
I was about to say, damn, I ain't know.
it's like I understood. It was what it was. It was meant to be gory.
Maybe I didn't have that knowing going into it, and I'm just like, oh, it's a fighting game. Oh shit, he took his fucking head off. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, the first Mortal Kombat joint that probably made me be like, oh, was the dude that spit acid out his mouth, and the acid would eat the person body up or whatever. That was probably like the one I was like,
So tell me your favorite. I mean, sorry, not your favorite. Your first image of Mortal Kombat when you think about it to yourself. Because mine is a whole skull in the spine.
You talking about the very first image that I can recall coming to my head when somebody said Mortal
If you
Kombat?
think it's too violent,
mine is Scorpion. Get over here.
It was that one, and then I think it was Sub-Zero uppercutting him off the bridge, knocking him to the spikes. This is the very first one. I'm talking like Sega Genesis.
yeah,
I played that.
I'm trying to
That was
figure out
cool.
where the it's too gory for me.
Once we got better digital technology and yeah.
So graphics.
Yeah, once the graphics got great, I was like, oh
Once
god,
they moved to 720,
it's crazy.
1080p, you're like, oh my god.
It's crazy. But like we said, we're so desensitized to it. If I'm like scrolling and I see like one of those
I
fight
was about
videos,
to say, yeah, like if you see shit like that on video, I mean, the video game is like, whatever.
Yeah, Sneaky says we as a society, not just as a community, are desensitized more and more each generation.
yeah,
Because they consume shit faster each generation. Like these kids have phones. They got phones at 7 and 8 years old. You don't know what they actually looking at. Some of us, some parents and shit like that. You don't know what your kids looking at on the phone when they not around you, and they could just accidentally pull something up. They're making TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram pages for your children. Wow. Not knocking nobody that does it. If you trying to make your child a celebrity or whatever, that's cool. You know what I mean? If you want your child to be, have attention to them, that's cool. But I don't understand why like a 7-year-old or 8-year-old would need a Facebook page that you're probably going to be the one posting shit on it anyway.
Yeah, if you're the one posting it on it, then
That's
that makes
kind
no
of
sense
psychotic, I
a little
think.
bit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
What kind of image are you trying to build for your child?
it's weird because I look at it from a standpoint of protecting my child. I try to limit the pictures I even post on my page of my child because you just never know who the hell is looking. You never know who's watching these days. Human trafficking is a real fucking thing.
So I kind of understand the whole thing. So yes, like on my photography page, I'm like, even on my own page, whatever, I'm worried about posting kids. I don't really want to post too many kids, But at the same time, if I had a child, I might start a Facebook page or Instagram page specifically for them, but it's specifically for my family to see.
But is
I'm
it
not really
exact?
I'm not
Okay.
adding extra people that I don't know into that. It's
Right, but it's still a public profile of your child that no matter how
it's probably because it's made on their thing.
correct,
Yeah.
but you can limit it as much as you want, and still it's a public profile. You know what I'm saying? And it's a Facebook profile, and if it's linked to you, you have your general area where you from. A lot of people put where they're from, where they went to school at, and you don't need hardly anything these days to find out nothing.
That's why I warn both of my parents, who I've noticed have become more active on Facebook.
Yeah, my father loves fucking Facebook.
I've noticed they've both become more active, and I've warned them against what they think are trends. Like, yeah, post your what school did you go to? You know, trying to people basically fishing for password clues and things like that. Like, don't play those games. I also warn against people who use the AI generator. Like, oh yeah, look, what would you look like if you had blonde hair? Yeah, now it's facial recognition. Like, that's you don't want to give that information out.
Anyway,
You know,
Yeah, I don't.
I've been in parts of DC that
you should type a 12 character random ass password, then hit the little eye so you can see it, take a picture, and then close it.
So, without all that stuff you just talked about, you just walking around doing your everyday thing. How many cameras do you think you are on?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know that, but
I've
not
seen,
going to willingly. Hey,
I
look
know,
at my vid,
nigga.
I know without that though, they can track you. Just because I've seen the 40 TVs hooked up together and it's every traffic light camera and all that other stuff. And when they're looking for you, they're actually going to follow.
Hey,
I've seen that.
We got a camera with us every day
Yes.
that you put in your pocket.
Yeah, but I don't.
And that we talk around.
And it's recording.
And it's recording us right now.
Yeah, because I don't got
while you're recording.
It might not react.
Correct. There you go. Nothing is sacred. Big Brother's been watching. I told y'all from back in when I joined the service in 99, and them niggas had satellites that could see inside people's fucking houses with body heat. You don't think they could see everything you doing right now?
You know, criminal, back in the
Come on,
2000s or late 90s, someone would tell me about binoculars where cops can see through your car and see what you got in your stash box and all this other stuff.
I'm just saying.
You ever watch Faces of Fear?
No.
Okay, Sneaky said he remembers as a kid watching that, and he can only imagine what the kids are watching nowadays on the internet.
Gay shit.
That's not wrong, but damn.
Straight to the gay shit, huh?
Snatch that wheel.
The fuck they watching?
Ain't nothing else a secret.
Damn.
I mean, no, you're right, bro.
I mean, so yeah, back to what we were saying.
Yeah. I try to warn my family against, like, you know, cyber hacking, you know, password phishing, all that other extra stuff. But
yeah,
they tell me I'm paranoid, so I'm like, okay.
I'm just still like, we were talking about why the crumbling or the explosion of people is coming up, and then we started talking about a rack of other shit from Mortal Kombat to, you know what I'm saying, traffic cams and all that. And I was like, this nigga said that Mortal Kombat was gory. It was, though. I mean, that was the whole point of the game. You know what I mean? It was you one of them niggas, though, that they make the game ratings for. When it say
100%.
E for everyone, 100%. Like, you was one of them niggas. We was trying to get the mature 17 plus. You was like, oh, no, if it's 17, I'm 16 and a half. I can't fuck with it.
No, I would look to see what made it a mature 17.
So hold on. I'm sorry. We got to stop real quick to understand that. And then we going to get back to what we was talking about, bro. Because what would make you say, nah, I don't want it?
If it was like Mortal Kombat, like excessive,
if it's
like
that blood and gore,
yeah, like I would shy away from it if it said.
What about sexual content?
That's why I'm buying it.
Oh,
100%. Yeah, this is when I'm talking when I was a child buying video games.
Okay,
like, that's when I would buy it. Oh yeah, 100%.
Sexual content, what funds?
GTA have heavy, hella
GTA,
shit. Any motherfucking like RPG, had some little like, but
The Witcher.
I ain't never played that. So, but anyway, back to what we were saying. We were talking about the depiction of black men in Hollywood and the empire. Like, I don't know. This country goes through a bunch of shit when it's like movements. You know what I'm saying? Like the feminist movement came along or whatever, and it was women are empowered. Women don't need. Why the fuck is it always women don't need men? You know what I'm saying? So we can't have what we as black men, for some reason, we can't get what the fuck we want or need or whatever out this motherfucker. So now I really think it's just that what you said, Diddy's one of those people that have been in a position of power for so long, and maybe it's just time for him to be the one that they trying to take down now. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to believe that it's hard for me to believe that the shit they saying about the nigga not true. But if it is true, why is it anybody's business when there's a lot of white men in these same positions, record execs and all that have been sleeping with little boys for probably God knows how long, little artists that's coming up, shit like that, or they're just gay and they haven't been they just are, but nobody's in their business. Why does anybody care that it's Diddy? Why is that not? Why don't they talk about Clive Barker like this?
Well, I don't know. We just gotta call him out.
He's been called out. He said, but they called him out as one of the people that turned Diddy. They're just like Quincy Jones. They don't say Quincy Jones is whooping now. They talked about Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones has been like accused of that type of shit. And see, we on here and I ain't trying to like slander people. We not trying to slander or lie. I'm just saying I've heard these rumors.
Well, I understand that era. So during that Bill Cosby era, I understand that, and during the up until the late '90s, I understand shit that was going on out here.
I don't understand.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, exactly. I need clarification on that, my nigga.
It means I've heard enough stories from men of what they were doing to unconscious women or young women to know what was going out here. Whatever. I don't know.
So wait a minute, my nigga. Were you an outcry witness?
What's that mean? Break those words. Outcry witness.
Oh no. So you were listening to the rapist, not the person that was raped.
I heard both stories.
So you're an outcry witness. If a woman discloses to you she was raped, you're an outcry witness.
I heard those a lot of times. I heard that before.
Yo, we should stop talking about this. This is recorded. We should really stop talking about this. Yeah. Let's focus on Diddy drugging and raping women, which is completely wrong, and we do not condone none of that shit here.
At all.
But they're not calling out the white people. It's just normal for them. You know what I'm saying? It's not being quote unquote outed for them. Kevin Spacey wasn't outed. Doogie Howser wasn't outed.
No, Doogie Howser came out. He came out. Yeah.
But there's
Neil Patrick Harris, rather.
It's Doogie Howser. That's all the fuck I know him as.
It was Barney on How I Met Your Mother.
Nigga,
I could have known. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
All right. So, but go ahead.
But nah, I was gonna say I think it all started with the first. I don't remember her name, but it came out as the first allegation of something going on between, was it Diddy and Cassidy, or I don't remember who it was, but something came out, and then he went to trial for that, and then that's when all this other shit kind of came out of nowhere.
But see, the other rumors with dudes was coming out before that Cassie shit. Excuse me.
Yeah. Salute. And I think,
Jamie Foxx or.
But I think it was the Cassie, not Cassidy, Cassie. I think it was that situation coupled with the rumors that were coming out prior to, and the trial all led to, hey, let's look into this shit.
I mean, I don't think it's hey, let's look into this. I think it became, let's speak up about it, because he got more accusers.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair. That's okay. All right, that makes
more people started wanting to get paid. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what that shit be coming down to. You wait that long to say something, you ain't traumatized, you want to check.
I was like, instead of Steve Harvey stealing jokes, Diddy was stealing. Never mind.
Hey, but that's some fucked up shit though, because you can't tell a woman when she should feel, and I guess the right word can't even be comfortable, because I can't imagine her feeling comfortable having had something like that being done to her. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't tell her when it's the right time, I guess I should say, to come forward or say something. But how long do you really consider it to where it's like that shit ain't trauma no more? Your motherfucking rent due and your lights about to get cut off, and you seeing your friends driving Teslas and shit, and you want one. So it's like, that nigga Diddy fucked me. I really wanted to fuck him, but because I was a little drunk off the Ciroc, he made me take that. So I gotta file these allegations.
not laughing at the situation, laughing at the punny babe.
I'm just saying, like, that's
Hey,
it's
but
sad that you
it's,
have to look at it like that,
and
though, because it happens enough times that you gotta look at that.
and that's what I was gonna say. I mean, it happens enough times to where it's just in situations like this, it's the unfortunate reality of it. Like, yeah, this person came forth. Yeah, there's other people who may have been in a similar situation. Yeah, there are people who may have been in the same exact situation, but there are also people who are going to take advantage of the situation.
Yes.
And it's how do we truly weed those out?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't, the phrase, I believe all women, yeah, there are women out here lying, making accusations of being raped and things like that.
Exactly.
So it's like, if you do wait all these years and now you're saying it, it's like, you're not saying like this just happened, you immediately reported it. It's like, 10 years.
But see, and that's the thing where it's like that slippery slope,
It's
which
a
is
very
where I
slippery
kind of
slope.
want to stay away from that, because women, if that happens to them, nobody can tell them how to deal with it, process
100%.
it. Like, you may have a best practice, so to speak, quote unquote, a good idea to report it, whatever, but maybe she's feeling like it's not that. I wanted to be here. I wanted to do this. We were both drinking, but I kind of didn't want to do that. So she may not feel all the way. She might have felt assaulted, though. She might have felt violated, but she may not feel like it rises to the level of going to the police and getting him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's all different type of situations. So we definitely, if you a nigga that's raping women, like, you a piece of shit anyway. So, like, there ain't no disclaimer for that. Like, you just a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you're excluded from that.
yeah, but if you in a situation where it's like, I don't know, and you kind of like, y'all keep going, and then clothes are coming off, and the whole time it's that, and it's the next morning, oh, we shouldn't have did that. You know, we worked together. That ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
That work together is crazy.
Well, cause what? That's right up your bowling alley.
Stop. No, it's not. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't bowl anymore.
Learned your lesson.
It took me a while, but goddamn, yeah. I understand.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna cause a strike, nigga.
I get it. Oh, and recouping the losses from that.
Spare them. Tell them.
Dramatic.
Terrible palms. Terrible. Yo, did you see that Charles Barkley said he's gonna punch anybody that had a MAGA hat on, young? Charles Barkley so fucking fluke. He a big round, big ass. He just like, who the fuck is you punch? You can't get your arm up, nigga. Stop that shit.
I think he felt he was doing it for the culture, but we're like, nah, bro.
Yeah. You're not the culture, nigga. You're not the culture. Kind of not. Yeah, not really that. So, but fuck, what was we just talking about? I gotta stop drinking. What was we just talking about?
We were talking about
to say some other shit.
Yeah, no, we were talking about the allegations coming forth, waiting so long to come forth, false allegations.
And I wanted to stay away from this rapist shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to get off of that topic and back to what we was talking about before that, in terms of they keep coming for us.
So this is where I wanted to bring it.
Yeah.
You mentioned how it was always the Netflix movies and like the TV shows that are emasculating the black men, and then you see how black men in society or in public are being emasculated, so to speak. Do you think these movies are replicating real life?
Fuck no. I think real life is what people are seeing. I think that it's a combination of both. And so nowadays, honestly, my belief is life imitates art. It used to be the other way around.
Art imitates life.
No, art imitates life used to always be how it is. The real life situations is what
art does imitate life, but it's not like that. Art takes a big ass picture and makes it a small picture.
So right, we're just talking about the phrase.
The phrase, yeah.
All we're talking about is the phrase that art imitates life. We're talking the philosophical, just the one Sun Tzu little, the breakdown of it.
You take that back down to movies and everybody else.
No,
they think that it takes all the ratchet it sees and it makes it one person.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Art takes everything that is season like and makes it one small picture. So when we're talking about movies, it takes everything that it sees. It takes the Ratchet of season you, the Ratchet of season you, the Ratchet of season this person. It makes it one person. So it does. Art imitates life. Yes.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying because it's like I'm trying to think of a good character that might take Big Meech. They might take such and such Kanan, for example. It's a bunch of different people that they've taken different stories and different whatevers of, and they made it this one person. And so now he's the super gangster. He's got his hands on everything. He's all this and all that. He's been getting kilos since he was 12 and all. He never got in trouble, but he's really a depiction of a bunch of different niggas. And they're putting him into one superhero ass gangster nigga.
Right, and that's what art does. It takes a bunch of
people,
it takes a bunch of situations,
it
compresses them.
And they cram it in. Now, this is the thing. I feel like it's the other way around now because people are trying to live their life so they can be social media. And they're not original. They're trying to be the art. You're not the art, nigga. You're supposed to you're supposed to create, but you're not that. And then that's not to knock any of the ones that's talented, because there's a lot of them that's talented as fuck. And they're the ones that's gonna keep this shit going. And it's the people that try to piggyback and be like that. Like, people might say that about us. Oh, y'all trying to do a podcast now. People been doing podcasts forever.
I've been wanting to be on TV.
Like, I've been wanting to be on TV too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
I've been on the stage and all that shit since I was young. So shit like this not new to me.
A few times.
This shit not new to me. I was playing instruments when I was a kid, playing sports. This shit not new to me, being in front of people. We ain't even in front of nobody. It's the three of us. We're literally talking to an audience that we have no idea if they fucking exist. You know what I'm saying?
No, a few of you do.
We know. Oh no, that ain't what I meant. Oh no, that ain't what I meant. That's not what I meant. I know people that we have out there that definitely tune in. I know they exist, but I'm just saying, like, we don't know a lot of who some of these people might be. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing people comment on shit that we post. They're not necessarily people that we have followed or your friends on IG. It's hitting random people that are commenting. They're a real person, but we don't know. You know what I mean? And we may never know these people. So, I don't know. I hope we get to that point, though. 1 million plus. Like, we going to find something, though. Something is going to pop.
I was listening to, I just seen something Marlon Wayans was talking about where, like, his rise to stardom, it wasn't one thing. It was, like the road to success. It's going to be a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at one
relationships,
point,
friendships.
We're gonna hit the incline at some point. It's gonna be a great.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a great.
And actually we're on the incline right now.
Oh,
we're on the incline right now, and
I don't like roller coasters. I know I'd be random as shit, but I made the fucking reference, but yeah.
Hey, yo. So, damn, that's what it reminded me of, though. So I wanted to really say something. But nah, so men, fellas, we do got to watch out here real quick. I know you know, but for the young men out here, if you don't have anybody that's a grown man that is telling you, or somebody that's guiding you in the right direction, like our podcast has been kind of reckless at times. We've been up here having fun, enjoying ourselves, but one of our core principles and core values was to educate. So I'm just going to say this, and this is really not funny. Like, if a woman is telling you, like, nah, back off, you know what I mean? Like, these days, bro, like, back the fuck off, dog. Like, don't even take that little first no and try to press that joint thinking she trying to be cute and shit like that. Like, she will send you to jail, dog. Like, do not play. Hey, bro, it is women out here that will get mad at you because of you sitting on the edge of their bed and acting like whoop, 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 and will literally want to swing on you and all this other shit because they mad that you were sitting on the edge of their bed and you think that's, yo. And then that whole time, though, will turn around and play the victim. So, fellas, stay away. If she start all that screaming shit, she raise her hand at you, dog, do not hit her, bruh.
Abort.
Don't hit her, dog. As hard as it might be, Slim, do not put your hands on her. Walk out the door. This is a PSA, please, for all my fellas that do not want to go to jail, young. And then after that, too, no matter how good the box might be, no matter what you might think, she gonna tell you that she feel about it. Leave her the fuck alone, dog. She toxic as shit.
Dangerous.
Toxic as fuck, dog. Move on with your life. She ain't no fucking good. So anyway.
No, yeah, there was that.
Back to what I'm saying. And see, but it kind of ties in, too, because they use people like that, women and men, to tear people down, too.
Yeah.
Look at the, well, that nigga's guilty. So that's a bad example. He's a bad example.
Let's rip his name out.
No,
Nah.
he's guilty.
No.
Please.
Nah,
No, it doesn't matter. It's not going to help his case. No.
See, one thing as a grown adult I've learned, young, is that sometimes, like, it's better not to say shit. It's not worth it. And people be like, yo, well, you can't do that. That's the fuck I can. Because you probably don't want to hear what I got to say.
I promise you.
Promise you don't want to hear what I got to say. Young. I promise you that. So, fucking time is it?
8:48.
Yeah, man. I just wonder why they coming for us now. It's a rise of, it might coincide with Trump being in, about to run for office again. They got shit on black people. They got to take those. Well, yeah, because I don't want to turn this political neither. And this ain't no political podcast or nothing like that. But
change the disclaimer now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't just vote for a black president just because they black any fucking way. Not again. I did that the first time. Not again. Not
What
again.
did we learn?
I mean, you don't really want to hear me.
Hey, I'm just saying, bruh. Like, the president is the commander in chief. So when I was in the military, who the president was important. Now, that shit's not important, young. It really don't matter. Trump said all that shit, talked a whole lot of noise, and ended up almost going to jail. And now this motherfucker is still on the ballot. Any other president would have been shot.
So look, he avoided jail, but got some of his constituents
locked up. You know what?
That's crazy.
You know what? This is why niggas fuck with Donald Trump, though, because he's a G. He got somebody to take the weight for him, bruh.
Yo!
Fuck you mean? He did what Vic should have did. You got it. Trump probably was like, yo, you ain't got nobody to take that little dog weight for you. I mean, it's only like 5 ends. What you mean? You ain't got nobody to take that for you?
I was fucking with Trump.
A lot. And guess what he about to do? Be the president again. He about to be the president.
I was gonna say, yo, so if a bunch of pardons come out, that's
yo,
Lord.
watch this shit.
Hey,
watch this shit.
What's today's day?
Hey, here's another piece of
3-7 called it.
3-7-24. We called it. And here's another piece of advice on 3-7-24. If you don't put your motherfucking name on a LLC today in preparation for Trump being president, you're gonna want to have a couple of years in business. When Trump opens up the floodgates and starts funding all these entrepreneurs, you heard it here first, nigga.
I promise you.
Here first, nigga.
You thought Kodak was wild.
Oh, that's great.
I'm telling you, y'all fake if y'all want to. Trump is going to fuck around and be the president again. Second thing is we're going to war, so you better arm yourself. You think he ain't? You laughing.
No, I'm not. No. I'm laughing at the image.
Because who's he running against?
Okay, what happens when R. Kelly puts 1.5 on his?
Correct.
Who gets pardoned?
Correct. Because guess what?
Y'all
Trump.
me with
Because
this
guess
shit.
what? Trump has had R. Kelly at his parties, and Trump know what R. Kelly like. Everybody done been to. This is the problem, young. This is the Actually, it is the problem. Trump is not a politician. He's a fucking celebrity.
I think he's a street dude.
He's not a street dude. He's a gangster.
Yeah.
He might be a street dude though, but I don't think he never been in the street. His father had too much money for him to be in the streets.
The business streets, like
Yeah, the business.
I'm outside because I got shit going on.
That's him
Yes.
all day, and he used to have fights at his hotel. You see, American Gangster, right?
See, look,
They said fights and boxing matches are political. So Trump then had every fucking chic.
Oh shit, you're right.
Listen to me, bro. I'm not dumb. My last name Moses for a reason. I'm the prophet, bro. Mosiah the prophet. We gonna get to this with the bars later, but young, Trump has had every fucking dignitary in the world in his hotels watching boxing matches.
Yo.
Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, George fucking Foreman, Evander Holyfield, Manny Pacquiao, name any fucking famous
So you brought up Mike Vick. Like Trump is like a black Mike Vick. Like,
No, Trump is not a black Mike Vick.
I ain't saying he ain't.
No, because Trump,
better,
because
but-
Mike Vick ain't getting nobody to take his charges. Trump had niggas taking his
I'm
charges.
saying though, if you got money though, why you gonna fight dogs? You gonna fight people.
No, he's not fighting people. All
He's
he
just
did was
hosting
hosting the venue.
the
Don
venue.
King fought the people. He used the nigga.
Vick.
He used the nigga to promote fighting the people, the barbarian. I'm just providing you the venue, dog. I'm not the nigga serving you the drink. Or what is it? I'm not the person, I can't provide the ride. I could just offer the cliff. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to ride off that motherfucker, that's up to you. Here go the cliff.
I'm gonna say that's the same defense that Diddy's trying to set up. I ain't the one who had the pills. He had the
Exactly.
pills. I ain't the one who brought the hose. He brought the hose.
He brought the hose.
Yeah.
Nah, Donald Trump then had every fucking body you can think of, from politicians to celebrities to actors to rappers to whatever, in his hotels, in them fights, and then back up in them rooms where they had God knows going on in the Trump suites upstairs in the penthouse blickies.
I'm gonna use AI to create that.
Yeah, probably the original whoop-de-whoop came from Trump parties. Hey, young, what happened last night? Hey, young, we went to the fight, dog. Hey, that nigga Trump came through, young, man. He had the suit on. I seen that red tie. He had the plates, and then whoop-de-whoop. I woke up in the elevator. Whoop-de-whoop. 6 hours of just, I don't know what happened. But I bet you Trump got motherfucking nuclear war codes. I bet you that motherfucker then brokered all types of deals. And even if he wasn't the person that actually brokered them, guess who was the nigga that was sitting in the room saying, you can sit here, you can sit here. I just want to be, this is my spot. I'll leave because I got cameras and recording shit all in the fucking wall. So I can hear where you're hiding your weapons. Come on, man. This shit way bigger than what people think that's going on, young. And they say that they woke. I'm woke. Nigga, you woke because it's 7:30 and your alarm went off.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But if you mistaken it and you ain't had to go nowhere, your ass will go back to sleep.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, young.
Woke.
People need to pay attention, dog. Now, the thing is, you could be as woke as you want and identify it all you want, but what is there really to be done about it?
That's
What's there really to be done about it?
Yeah.
How do we keep these type of people out of office? The first thing is, it's not about the voting. They need to undo the electoral college, because now we talking politics and shit, because we started talking Trump.
Social studies was not my best suit. I do remember the electoral college.
That's who makes the president happen.
I know.
Yeah.
So how do we dismantle that?
We complain about it. We exercise our right as people to complain about it. If the masses get on board and we complain about it, the shit changes.
It has to be done the right way, though.
No, it don't.
No, it don't.
No, it don't. It has to be done the wrong way. It just has to be enough motherfuckers doing it the wrong way. Rebel assaulters need to
I'm
like how they
look, some shit happened.
nigga Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
What was the question? Hold on, wait. What was your question?
To make some shit
I
happen.
didn't even hear the
I
question.
thought it was who's gangster enough to make some shit happen.
Now, I
And
said,
that's
who besides the gangster make some shit happen?
Donald Trump.
No,
I
who
think-
besides the gangster would make
Because I
some
think
shit
if
happen?
Donald Trump.
No,
I think
Donald
it's
Trump is the gangster in your scenario. He's saying who other than Donald Trump
Us.
would make it
No,
happen?
you put Donald Trump in that
Us.
position, but I say the gangster,
He did.
period.
Us.
I say it's gonna take a gangster.
Us,
to step up and
nigga.
challenge
Us.
that.
I'm answering your motherfucking question. Us, nigga.
Well, I'm
Us
saying
besides
that.
the gangster.
Us,
Until
the
I do
everyday fucking man, bruh. That's
Us.
who. The nigga who
Collectively,
stopped saying
as the
who
unit.
else is gonna do it, and they start doing it. It's
Right.
always the
Right.
passing the buck
It's
shit.
that mindset. It's that
Correct,
mindset.
and that's
It's
why
that
shit
mindset.
don't never
That
get
whole
done.
mindset is why Trump ran for president.
Correct, because he preyed
He's
on
like,
that.
I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers.
I'm sick of y'all.
Yeah.
When hey dog, I'm telling you, I said this shit up here before, bro. When he sat up there and he was talking about when he was accepting it was either the speech he gave when he accepted the nomination or when it was the last debate before they voted or whoever's going to run for the Republican president.
Party, yeah.
It came down to the last two people, or last three people, whatever the fuck it was. And when he got up there and he started talking about the Make America Great Again shit, people hate the hat because of what it symbolized. But when he started talking about what Make America Great meant, I was like, young, niggas is gonna vote for this dude, young. Like, he's gonna win this motherfucker because what he was saying is, yo, I'm tired of watching everybody else around the world make money off America but fucking America. Yeah. Why is the whole country rich off of, the whole world rich off of us and we fucking around swimming in debt when we could do all the same shit that everybody else doing?
Very valid.
And I was like, yo, that nigga had my blood feeling like, hey, dog, like, because I was like, yo, I don't like I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm a patriot, nigga, like, not a fucking whatever, Proud Boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm an actual service member, nigga, like, he turned his own, but he has a gang. Let's not get this fucked up.
No, yeah.
Donald Trump still has a gang.
It's a long gang.
No, I said a gang.
A gang, okay.
Gang, gang. Like, them Trump shoes that niggas trying to put out or whatever, that little gold fucked up looking shoe shit he's doing. It matches the MAGA hat because guess what? Donald Trump knows that he's in favor of niggas. He don't care about...
It's like Tommy Hilfiger.
No, he doesn't care about black people. Donald Trump likes niggas. If you was a soft...
clear distinction between the two.
Hold on. Yeah, sure. Because... You describe yourself as a nigga, but Donald Trump you're the kind of dude that. No, you said you do nigga shit. You like a
from
nigga.
Time to time. Yeah.
You have said you a nigga.
From
You definitely said
time.
that. We have tape. We can pull that up. You have
Yeah,
said you're a nigga.
Yeah.
So
I'm not denying it. I'm just saying
But you also did say that you've never felt nervous about getting pulled over by the police, which don't scream nigga shit to me.
That's
weird.
That's why I said I do nigga shit from time to time. So
yeah, I still feel like that's the way we want it to be. We want it to be equal with black people don't get viewed like that. And so that's a great thing. I just think it's bullshit a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Feel that way.
I'm not glad that you feel that way if you feel naive enough that you think that a fucking cop won't blow your fucking head off. But like, but so like,
wait,
but let's move this forward.
Okay,
let's move this forward. We're gonna move this forward. I just don't want you to get shot because you think that police are on your side and they ain't gonna look at you as a black man and blow your fucking head off if you moving around.
No.
That's it.
I understand that.
Yeah, we're gonna move this forward. So, but I think Trump likes niggas. He wouldn't like you. You know what I'm saying? He would be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're kind of like, all right, middle class suburbia. All right, you don't got no grind to you. You just kind of woo. He might think that.
Okay.
But if he met somebody that's he like niggas, he likes niggas.
Okay.
Because he feels like niggas.
The Trump shoes would match the hat though. I'm looking at.
I think he got the balls to do it.
There you go. And it doesn't matter if you black, white, Chinese, Spanish, whatever. If you are one that's gonna go out there and do it,
no type of push.
He fuck with you. Now, why did he want to put a wall up?
Never understood that.
Why did he say he wanted to put a wall up? Not saying for you to answer the question for yourself. Why did he say he wanted to put the wall up?
Why did he say that, man?
To keep Mexicans out. That's why the fuck he was building the wall, bro. He was building it down on the border to keep Mexicans out. Isn't that what he was building the wall for?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's what the nigga said out his mouth. To keep the Mexicans out. Yeah. It's too many of them coming over here. That's what he said.
Like, I ain't Texan, I don't live in L.A., so
now,
I don't give a fuck.
But see, they migrate to up here where niggas do start giving a fuck when they're MS-13 members and you start getting robbed in Tacoma Park and Langley Park.
That might be true, but I don't know not one Mexican over here. I know El Salvadorians, I know everything else.
But all of that shit is not the same. Yeah. They're not the same. But what his point was closing off the border for all of them coming in from down there. Now,
well, I agree with that.
Because his point was, too, they're coming here and taking and doing the shit that we're supposed to be doing.
I get that.
It's like, where was the American pride at? He just, it's like how sometimes I do up here. I got the right message with the wrong tone. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump had a lot of the right message with the wrong fucking tone.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this earlier this week, that we just don't take pride in the things that we do that's basic.
People don't take pride in they self. Yeah, exactly. And they don't take pride in telling the fucking truth.
It used to be back in the day, you could be flipping a burger, but you want to make the best burger that you was proud of that job that you had.
Fuck no, I'd have never made a burger. Come
on, dog.
I'm just fucking with him. I'm fucking with him. I'm fucking with him.
Hey, you want to know? You want to know what's funny? Real story. I low key believe I invented the rodeo cheeseburger from Burger King. Here's why. Used to work for Burger King when I was in high school, junior year, senior year. You know, of course, working there, you'd make your own sandwiches for lunch break or whatever. And I did that one time. I made a cheeseburger and I was getting fries, and one of the workers I was working with asked me to clean the tray out since I was getting the last of the fries. There was a couple onion rings in there, and I was like, oh, okay, let me take those. And I was like, let me put that in the burger. And I did that, and I made a barbecue sauce. And they asked me. I told them. They didn't think much of it. A manager asked me about it. I was like, yeah, I did that. She was like, show me. You know, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the first nigga to put an onion ring on
Yeah,
a burger,
and that's what I was like.
yeah.
I don't think I was the first one to do it, but they didn't release it until
I
after.
was gonna let you finish your story.
I had the camera on, instrument on them and shit.
After I was telling the story, I was like, wait, nah, because I mean, in 2024, yeah, almost every other nigga's put an onion ring on their burger.
Nigga,
But
in
I'm talking about
1984, my father was putting onion rings on burgers, my nigga. Like, yeah, dog. My father's a nigga that used to pour kid cereal on top of Total. So, no idea is original. Yeah, Total Flake cereal, like just the whatever fiber brand, whatever. This nigga will put Cocoa Puffs or Lucky Charms or Fruit Loops or something else on top of that shit because he was trying to eat that cereal because he was staying healthy. But he wanted shit is nasty. Yeah, he didn't want to put sugar on it. He probably did put sugar on the shit too, but like
somewhere across the country was a high nigga putting Fruity Pebbles on a donut.
Exactly.
Nigga,
I have eaten a high nigga like me ate 2 glazed donuts with 6 bacon strips.
No, this nigga made those
a sandwich with bacon strips and 2 glazed donuts, and that shit made me sick. High as fuck. That shit made me sick.
He threw that shit up.
I ain't throw up.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely was fucked up. My stomach was fucked up. Yeah. It definitely made his way the fuck out of there.
That's fair, but it'd have been cool to think if I did.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't want to burst your bubble because that story sounded real cool. You know,
because I was like, yeah, this is nothing. They were like, oh wait, that looks awesome.
Yeah, let's take your recipe. But I forgot you were youngest. So what year is it? 2006.
Right, the rodeo burger might have came out already.
No, I'm trying to. This was I graduated.
They just called that shit something different.
No, this was 2003, 2004.
I don't know.
That shit was already a hood recipe.
Right.
It might have been, bro, but it didn't make it off the Burger King's menu. And then
because they hated hood.
Here I am in college.
I don't know, yeah.
Rodeo cheeseburger.
No.
But I'm pretty sure my fucking father has put an onion ring on a hamburger before. Yeah, I just feel like
that's
that sneaky reeky.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he said, I have this convo with people. How can we be mad at people for taking jobs that we blacks look down on or feel like it's going to pay enough for the work?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why they get those jobs for real.
That's fact.
Yeah.
But it does kind of make sense when you put it that way. It's like if we as Americans want to have pride in our country, then we should. I
mean, I take pride in everything I do, but that's because
what you do.
I also won't take it if it's something that I don't have pride in. I won't have pride in. You know?
Okay.
I won't have pride in cleaning the sewer, so I don't take that job.
Facts.
Yeah, that's fair.
No
that's
facts.
Fair.
I wouldn't have pride in flipping a burger, so I won't work food service.
I only won't go back to fast food. That's all I say.
I won't ever work food
because I did
service.
fast food.
If I need a check, I will.
Yeah, I'm about to say a check is different. I'll do almost anything job related wise for a check.
I won't do fast food.
But I won't do fast
I'm sorry,
food.
my bad. I never worked fast food. I worked restaurants.
I won't do fast
No,
food.
I would do a restaurant. I'm saying I've done fast food before. I've gotten up in the management. No, I'm not doing fast food.
Damn.
I think Johnny Rockets was the first thing I did of fast food, and that's still a restaurant. So
I would be like depends on like the restaurant. I would be maybe like a nighttime server.
A restaurant.
Depending on what
like,
restaurant it
a
is,
restaurant.
like
I
a
would
high,
do a
like
restaurant.
like a 4-star, 5-star
I would
restaurant.
do a restaurant.
I would go and talk to the
100%.
people and bring their food, and all you gotta do is come back and make sure they glasses is filled and shit like
Only
that.
reason why it wasn't
so
only
the
part
level I'm at
part-time.
right now, yes,
Part-time,
server is probably the lowest I would go.
part-time.
If you want, if
Honestly, I ain't trying to work for nobody.
I mean,
I'm trying to work for myself. Period. Fuck all this talk about
That
job
part.
shit. You
I'll be
know,
honest
like
with you.
That part.
I work a job and I like, appreciate where I'm at, and like where I'm
Where
at.
did I
But
start at though? Because you say you won't work for somebody or whatever you just said, and I feel like
See,
I
that's what I'm saying.
haven't and I will not. I feel like when I do, I have a job. I feel like I don't work for anybody because I feel like God's my employer and I work for myself always.
that's okay.
I feel like I'm always. They can give me a paycheck. They can call themselves whatever, but I'm never gonna call them my boss. I can never say it's my boss.
Nah, I ain't my boss. You're my whatever the title is.
Yeah,
Whatever your title is. If you're a supervisor, you're my supervisor. If you're a district manager, you're a district manager. You're not my boss.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, every job I've had, I never feel like I was working for them. I feel like I was working for myself to get some other shit.
Well, you have an entrepreneurial mindset. Me too. A job is a job. That's why I never like the traditional shit. Even my parents used to say, you can't have a bunch of jobs on your resume. You need to stay somewhere. And then if you're going, I don't want to work for nobody. So I don't really give a fuck how long I'm here.
They said that, and the millennials came and changed that.
Yeah, and change the whole shit because everything changes. Everything
Hey,
changes.
gonna move up.
And then that same fucking advice that they was giving, you get caught up in because you're still in the rat race. And now since millennials came and changed it, your retirement changes. So now the age goes up and they might fire your ass when you get 2 years before that, 3 years before that. They'll fuck around and cut you. That's why people ain't staying at a job.
Yeah.
And fuck a 401k. They in a 401k, I'm investing in crypto.
Mm.
Fuck you talking about. So Bitcoin. I mean, I got a little Bitcoin. It ain't really moving me.
I sold mine last year, but I kind of want to come back because I think it's on the rise right now.
Yeah, and it's just, I think, good to have because in 20 years, this is what it's going to be. It's not that now, but this is the early enough stage, where it's getting enough play and it's getting enough where if it's in merchant stores where you can pay for it, you know that it's coming.
They got ATMs for it.
Exactly. So it's going to be something that's eventually going to be here and it's going to be a permanent thing.
But that's the whole reason I bought Bitcoin in the like 5 years ago. Like, whatever. My barber been telling me for that shit for like 13 years, 15 years, whatever. But, like, it got like 7 years into that conversation of me going on to get my hair cut. I thought, damn, I might need some gas. And this might be the only way I can buy that shit in the future. Let me buy some Bitcoin. Let me put $50 on some Bitcoin.
My homeboy James told me about that shit back in like 2015 when Bitcoin was like $5,000 or like 5,000 or something like that to buy a whole coin. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me look into it. And I was like, oh, you can buy, because when he told me you could buy pieces, that's when I was like, I didn't just have $5,000 to go buy Bitcoin at that time. I was like, all right. So when you could buy pieces of it, I was like, cool. So I downloaded Coinbase and just started like buying pieces, buying bits and bits and bits. And then I bought a couple Litecoins, like, because they was cheap. So I bought a few of those. I bought some Ethereum because they was cheap. So yeah, and then like I sold my Ethereum. Yeah, I sold that shit. But like I just bought some of that shit because I feel like it's at some point it's gonna be the wave. Yeah. So I don't want to be late to the party, even if I don't have a whole ton of it. I got enough of it that I'm in the game.
I ain't got VIP, right, but I'm active.
I'm in the game.
I bought that shit just because I didn't want to be left out. But the shit that I looked forward to, like, I was like, we're gonna be. When the shit that I sat down, I was like, we need this. People love this. People like this. People use this. When I started putting things in those categories, that's when I made money. Like when I was like, people love GTA, and I put money or Call of Duty. Whoever I put money on Activision, and that shit went up like 420%.
Smart.
Like, I started putting money on things. I started looking at things like
Rockstar.
who's making these fucking plastic as dividers that everybody's using.
I'm so
now
proud.
That the pandemic is here.
This is making me proud, bro. Like proud to hear this.
This
shit.
is what we aim to do.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between being rich and wealthy. Rich, I feel like, yeah, you might have a thick bank account. Wealth is assets and long-term staying power. Shit that makes money while you're sleeping. You know what I mean? A valuable piece of art. You got a Picasso hanging on your wall, dog. You know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna be valuable. It's valuable now, but guess what?
It's going
How much that? Yeah, guess what? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. People could walk into your house and not know how much money you could have. $500,000 on your wall, and somebody not know what you got on your wall because they don't see value in that. They'll see my white phone pauses and be like, "Oh, that nigga got on paid $250 sneakers. I'm gonna take that nigga sneakers. Yeah, I want the sneakers." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, Sneaky Ricky, I got a whole clean canvas for you, though.
Hey, I've been waiting.
A whole clean canvas. I got the motherfucking white. I got the white subway train from Beach Street, dog. Sitting down here. I don't know how old Sneaky Ricky is, but if you ain't seen Beach Street, go watch Beach Street.
He's my age.
Go watch Beach Street. Yeah, you'll see the white train. You know what I'm talking about. When Ramos and them wanted to spray the fucking train, they wanted to always see the clean whites.
Hey, so maybe for an episode, y'all need to invite Sneaky on here.
We do need to do interviews.
We do.
Definitely need to do that.
I told you we make it happen, bro. Inception. I got you.
Yeah, man.
I can rent a camera or some shit. By the end of the year, by the end of the mid-year, I will have another camera because I'm working on that. But, you know.
Shit, if we could we'll talk about all that, man.
I mean, like I say, I'm working on people being at calling. Like I told you, it didn't work yet. Yeah.
We growing, bruh. We growing. So I ain't got, as far as I'm concerned with this, we still kind of like broad in terms of the culture, but we could touch on, we got enough knowledge between the three of us that we can speak about a lot of different shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, Rose, I'm feeling like, though, we might have to go hang out and get you some experiences.
Why he says it like it's such a task?
No. I say it like my experiences have been wild.
We don't need. Yeah, I don't need no wild shit. I don't need no wild shit.
I think you need a little bit.
I think you need a little, yeah. I think you need a little. This is what I'm talking about.
This is where they try to get.
He could say no. He could say, "Oh God," because he's done it. You know what I'm saying? He's tired now. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that I'd been through shit until somebody was like, "You got a lot of stories." Like when somebody tells you got a whole lot of stories, and this you like.
Damn.
Like this shit just was happening.
This was happening.
Yeah.
That's
and you don't even look at it like nothing special, but it's something special to everybody else. And you keep going down these stories. You like, okay, you live life.
Hey, yeah. Sometimes that's why I kind of like miss my friends a little bit. That's probably like the biggest thing I miss about my old clique. You know what I'm saying? Is the stories that we had. It was like every day a story. You know what I'm saying? Something was happening. We could be sitting around bored doing nothing, and something would happen.
A story could kill kids, man. That's the stories I was able to tell people could get going for hours, like for just that friendship. I would tell the story for 15 minutes, but it opens up that feeling for like hours. Now we all just chilling, and it's a great.
It's
time.
a vibe.
Yeah,
bruh.
Shit, I think I even got stories with him like that because I remember stories equal stories.
There's one story I could think of with this nigga where we was getting into a motherfucking scrape in a club and niggas disappeared.
That ain't cool.
It's never cool.
I got stories with this nigga. This just involved a lot of alcohol and weed, so I just can't remember some of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the whole night. This nigga gave me a place to stay. You feel me? So
I got stories in my life. You know what I'm saying?
But what are your stories? Your stories are your own though, and that ain't the takeaway. You came on this joint last time and was like, man, y'all be trying to feel like y'all be trying to come for my blackness, or like we trying to pull your black card.
Not you guys.
Oh,
wasn't coming for you guys.
What, commoners?
Some of them know who they're fucking.
People know. People have probably said that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. They know what I'm talking about.
It's been a
It wasn't
couple.
coming for you guys. No. But I have stories.
Hey man, I'd say
just not as wild as some of the things you guys made.
my advice is if you don't want to die with it, don't live with it.
And bro, you're almost 40. So
That's
at
wild.
this point in life,
throw that out there.
no,
that
but
makes sense.
you said your age on here, Nick.
But you ain't got to keep reminding.
No.
people,
The point is, at this point in life, if you ain't did it, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Which is why you're like, yo, you got to go get some experience.
No.
Cool,
We're saying no. What I'm saying is there's a different levels of excitement, dog. Shootouts are exciting. Okay, but we're not saying that you want to go through a shootout.
Because I don't.
Nobody's saying that. But
that.
there definitely probably
what
needs
Call
to
of Duty
be
is for.
some experience.
Back, I got low.
So look, this is my thing, right? I'm gonna say this. Remember, I'm gonna tell this story. If it's okay, if you want me to stop, I'll stop because you my friend. And
we're cool. Any stories would involve work.
So no, it wasn't work related.
No, that's what I'm saying. Any stories I wouldn't want to share would have been.
So remember when you first came back up here and I came and scoot you from work. We went to the crib, right? And we was driving on 495 and it was this nigga being super reckless.
Yeah.
Honking.
Yeah.
And, you know, I ain't have no horn in the Impala.
Yeah.
So my mouth is my horn. So I roll the window down.
Got to yelling.
And we talking shit, right?
Yeah.
So the dude doing all this shit in the window, right? So I was like, pull over. What did you say to me?
I was like, bro, don't do it. It's not necessary. You know, you gotta do it. What are you doing? Don't do it.
Okay.
Please don't do it.
So I need you to know, right? In situations like that, if I'm the driver, I need you to have my back. I can't have you be the nigga that's like, don't do it.
But
you gotta be the nigga that's like, hey, young, as soon as you pull over, dog, if that nigga door, whoop, 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 I'm out the car.
But so hear me out.
If you're driving,
wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait.
Let me finish the scenario.
That's fair.
If you're driving and that same shit happens and I'm out the window being like, yo, why the fuck you cut my boy off? And you like, hey, my nigga, calm down. Like, it's not, I'm in your whip. I should calm the fuck down.
So that.
Wait, I want to
What?
reply to this. So I understand where you're coming from and I appreciate that. What I want you to understand, and maybe this is my fault for not conveying this earlier, but had it gotten to the point to where you both pulled over, for sure I would have had your back. That's
I already know that.
So that's what I'm saying. So my
I already
job,
know that. No, I already know that.
Okay, so my intention was to dissuade you
from
even pulling over. And that's why I was like, no, bro, don't do it. Please don't do it. It's not worth it.
No, that's the right thing to do.
So
there's not, but I'm just saying, you know how I am.
Right, 100%. That's why I'm like,
bro,
don't do it.
All right, cool.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, so yeah.
I don't want to scuff these cheeks.
Hey, I don't want to get nothing on the phone. Leave it, dog. To be honest, young. To be honest, nigga, just keep it moving to 50 because I ain't trying to scuff I ain't trying to scuff my sneakers up because I can't reach my bag, but that's how I ride now, young. I just kick my bag.
I just want to know that you're riding with that for everybody. Like, so one time, me and my ex, we was getting into it. We was arguing like a motherfucker. and during this time, I was the passenger. But somebody, they went around us and hit a stop sign real quick. They tried to cuss us. It looked like they was cussing us out as they passed us.
Mm-hmm.
My ex, she was the first person to hop out. I hopped out just because she hopped out like.
She hopped out?
She hopped out on this guy.
Oh, shit.
Talking shit. But
she probably little, too.
She is.
She's probably 10, so she ain't.
Oh, well, he was trying to whoop ass.
Yeah.
He was with that shit. She probably bigger than a lot of niggas out here. Yeah, she probably bigger than a lot of niggas out here. I know somebody who she bigger than they son. She probably grab their son's face like this.
But look, that's what it is. She's intimidating to the right person. Like, so she hopped out first talking to shit because we was already getting into it. Like, I'm telling her, like, calm down on your motherfucking driving. Like, she's on.
Oh, so she already heated.
She already heated, and then we get into it. And she picked me up for my job. And
she picked you up, and you was talking shit to her?
And we
you a bold nigga.
We 3-4 blocks into us getting into it, right? And then somebody trying to go around us and cut us off for a stop sign. So she hopped out on them, angry about me for real, but hopped out on them. So I was like, damn, I gotta hop out the motherfucker too, because I can't let my girls handle this shit alone.
Especially
Like,
since you caused that. You know.
Nah, he ain't caused it.
Well,
I
but
was
you
like,
she
I
was
don't know if I
heated.
caused it, but I was
Was it
there.
a female driving?
No, it was a
It
guy.
was a dude.
It was a guy, and that's all. And really, honestly, if it's a woman, I don't really hop out. If it's a woman,
Let him squabble.
if it's a woman, I let
I'm
them
gonna hope a
handle it.
titty pop out.
But yeah. I got another story about that, but that's another story. But like I said, but a guy hopped out, and in the moment she approached him. I mean, he hopped out like he wanted it, but then she started with the and I was like, and I hopped out like I can't let her get into it without me, right?
So what he say to you?
He said, I don't want, y'all have a good day. I don't want nothing.
Was he black?
Yeah, he was black. He like black.
He seen that y'all was arguing. He was
had-
probably like,
he had
man,
like energy before
he was
because he saw her get
this
out
some
energy,
lover shit.
and he saw me
Go get her.
Yeah.
You went to get her. You
That's
ain't
what
say
it
shit
was.
to him.
That's what it was. He was
You
like,
went
oh,
to go get her. That nigga
Oh,
was
all right.
like, hey, yeah,
Okay.
I ain't, look,
All
I'm gonna
right.
just go, yeah, because I don't got time for this shit. Y'all need to figure this out.
He tried to play it off like he ain't stopped because of us, but he was like I stopped because of stop sign, blah 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 blah. Like y'all have a good day.
Oh, that's what this is? Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, it was the stop sign. No, you're good. Yeah, y'all do your thing.
Yeah, I
Y'all do
think he
your thing.
realized he jumped in the middle of us arguing, and then he's gonna.
He
catch
knew
us.
that.
He caught that
he
vibe.
caught that
Yeah,
and
he caught
left.
that shit. He was like,
Hey,
yo, all right,
salute,
fuck
bro. You
this
made
shit.
smart
That's yo,
decision.
hey, if you go home with her, my nigga, you want to get in the car with me? You showing up?
Well, if he offered me that, I might have took it, but if he said something, he would have got jumped.
Oh, man. Fuck that shit. I remember this girl I was talking to. That shit happened. It's not too long ago, yeah. We was going to the 7-Eleven. I used to walk to the 7-Eleven in the neighborhood, and it was this dude right around the Delphi joint by the Popeyes. And I'm coming out, me and her walking, and dude is like, yo, what's up, man? You got fire? And I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no fire. No, he was looking for a lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, actual fire. Oh,
Yeah, like actual fire. He was looking for a lighter or whatever. So I was like,
Fire.
nah. So he was
Fire.
like, yo, he asked me twice and I said no. So then he was like, where you from? And I was like, I'm from everywhere. Where you from? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, he was like, no. He's like, I need fire, right? So he looking at me and then he looked at her and I'm thinking that he's only saying something to me because he wanted to like holler at her, but he don't really know if me and her together. So that was his little way of trying to see if we was together.
Oh.
And so I was like, and I took a step like, yo, if you want to speak to her, go. He was like, no. He's like, where you from, man? You know what I'm saying? He was like, so I'm like, I start kind of like pushing her to the side because I'm feeling like these questions are a little weird.
Yeah, protection.
No, look, Shorty does one of these. She like, fuck that. She walks to the side of this nigga. She was like, yo, the way you was looking was like you was about to steal him. If you stole him, I was going to follow up. Right? So what dude does, and this is real live, man. I wish we was cool because she'll tell you this motherfucking story too. Dude starts like doing this little shit with his hands or whatever, rubbing his hands together and all that. So that's what I thought. So what I had in my hand, I was going to give it to her, but she's doing this shit. So I put that in my, I was like, yo, what's up? And he did this with his hands. So I walked up on him and I pushed his hands against him.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing this to see if he had something on him. And he was like, yeah, get off me. You know, I was like, oh, you ain't really want, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to do nothing. You tell a nigga get off, you don't really want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure he ain't had nothing on him.
First, yeah, security purposes.
I got something on me. I ain't got to.
Fuck that. But I was just kind of like, this is today's female too. I'm expecting for her to like be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stand back here. She was like, nigga, if you would have swung, because you just said y'all would have jumped them or whatever. That's what made me think of this shit. She would have been like, yo, we jumping this nigga.
I mean,
get you one like that though.
My ex is definitely like that.
Get you one like that though. They crazy. Like they'll do shit like that, but they'll be crazy for you too. Get you one like that, bruh. That one that'll fight for you.
She'll fight with you.
No, you want one that'll fight for you too. You want one that if a bitch come up in your face, start talking some dumb shit, she'll come and swing on that girl for you, so you don't have to do that.
You ain't gotta say, I
You
don't
do
call my
want
cousin.
no,
you
you
do. You do want
nigga,
that.
you do want that. Trust me, bruh.
You do need
You
that.
do want that. If you want a woman, bruh, you want that.
So
You don't want the one that's like, oh no, no, Rose, like, don't fight her.
So
You don't fight her, but like, don't.
where we at? 120.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you've been rapping for a minute. It's the Castillo. Gets him every time.
It's the what? The fuck am I even drinking?
Castillo. Spice
Well, before I go into my next opinion, I'm trying to see where we at. Cause I'd rather tell to see you offline.
So save it for offline, bro.
Dang, we don't have to talk about everything on this motherfucker.
We don't.
I sometimes forget we record.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what it is. That's exactly
I
what it
forget that
is.
we just get to rapping sometime, man. We just be talking.
And I
And
was
shit.
like, oh shit. I be trying to look at price, look at the camera. I be trying to make it obvious. Nigga don't catch heads. I was like, okay, all right, that's what we doing.
Nah, because we niggas just say it.
I say the same thing here.
Yeah, me too.
The things I think are really, really that personal, I keep to myself.
And that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Anything I've said amongst friends. Anything I'm saying is
It has
may be
been
new
already
things.
done.
Yeah, it's already been
It's
done.
already
Yeah,
been
all
done.
good.
I mean, they can call me sexist or whatever they want to call me, but I think everybody needs to get knocked up against their head at least once.
For sure. Everybody needs to get that's
Fact.
solid.
That
Everybody needs to get
fact.
knocked up against their
Yo.
head at least once.
At least one time, yeah.
Maybe up to 3 times.
Knocks up inside your motherfucking head,
so you
bruh.
can wait a minute.
I said some shit that was out of line. Oh,
Bad.
my bad.
But this is also part of the problem too, though, is that everybody's so fucking sensitive about what people say. We grew up in an era where you got joned on, cut on, all
As soon as you stepped on
day.
the bus, first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
wiping sleep out your
Yeah.
eyes, they frying your ass.
And now you want to be accepted and told that you doing good for being a Bama.
But you just showed
The
up.
fuck? You take it's exactly. It's lazy, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't want to take pride in how I look, but I want you to tell me that I look good.
Yeah,
Why would I tell you look good if you don't look good? I probably would just not say nothing.
Hey, how are you?
I might not say that because if you look like shit, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I just told this teacher that I don't agree with her generation. I was like, how do you learn how to be a winner if you're given a trophy for being a loser?
Exactly. Because they're promoting losers. Bro, this country, I might need a Moses podcast so I could just talk the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because, do you not motherfucking see what is happening, dog? Like, World War III is coming, which is going to be the catalyst of the zombie shit that's going to happen. Everybody has been watching Walking Dead for God knows how long. So, let me tell you something else.
We got to get
Nigga,
to the range,
you said you're
bro.
not. Yeah, thank you. I was about to say.
Yeah,
I was just about to say. You
yeah.
ain't no gun, nigga. You better go get you some guns. Go get you some guns and go get you some bullets. More importantly than the guns, get the ammo.
You can pick up guns.
Ammo. You can buy guns all day. It ain't no good if you can't shoot shit through it.
Every time I can.
Buy ammo, nigga. Get you one rifle. Telling you, this is all a nigga need for his personal arsenal, dog.
Okay. Hit me.
Personal arsenal, Slim. You need one rifle. Does not have to be a heavy duty rifle, but it should be preferably an automatic.
Okay.
They got semi-auto, but preferably Maryland. Understand your state laws. Understand just that's preferable. M16, AR, but in Maryland, you got to check your laws. You got to make sure you're on top of the laws and what you can own and all that shit out here. And some of the things are changing. Blah blah blah.
Lots of ammo.
But you need a rifle.
Lots
you need
of
a
ammo.
shotgun.
Rifle, shotgun.
And you need a 16 clip, one in the chamber, automatic pistol.
So you need
and mad ammo. Obviously, you need bullets to go in all of this shit.
What about?
You can skip a shotgun. You really don't need a gauge. Gauge is good for close combat.
Silly question, but also kind of serious. So I've got
a combat knife.
That's the melee weapon. You always have that on
Nah,
top.
we ain't talking video games, but it's
That's
definitely a
where I was-
melee weapon.
That's where I was
In a
going
video
with.
game, it's a melee
So
weapon.
you have a
But
melee weapon.
You need it don't even have to be a combat knife. You just need something that if you're in close combat
A
and
bladed
you're getting
weapon?
choked the fuck out by a nigga that's probably twice as big as you or some shit,
A bladed weapon.
that you can get them the fuck off you.
Okay, so-
Something you could put in their arm, something you could put in their neck. You need a survival weapon.
Right. Okay.
So-
Bet. Got that. Hold on. Hear me out.
Like, what's the?
But hold on, let them talk. What's
Silly question. Video games, real life, art imitating life,
All right.
survival knife, melee weapon, whatever, handgun, shotgun.
Shotgun is optional.
Shotgun's optional.
You need a
Hand-
rifle and a
a
handgun.
rifle and a handgun are mandatory.
This is what I'm talking about to survive a zombie apocalypse, which
For sure.
or a
Let
junkie
me just get the-
apocalypse.
Let me just get the question out. It's a silly question, but it makes sense. Bladed weapon,
Mhm,
handgun, rifle,
mhm,
shotgun.
mhm.
For a fourth, sniper rifle or
No,
Well,
no. This
I
ain't
need to
a,
know
this. So
terrain.
this is no.
What's the terrain? Because if we live in here, we don't need no sniper rifle.
Fuck no. And that's what I'm
do you
saying.
mean?
And I'm saying if you living out here, you don't need a motherfucking shotgun
out
for real neither. No, we're talking about
Okay.
out here because this is where it would happen.
okay, all right.
You're not gonna be living in Colorado when the shit happens. It's
How-
gonna be a
how
rant.
close are your neighbors?
Exactly.
Right next to my fucking
Exactly. Them niggas when they turn into zombies,
the handguns.
the shotgun is for if they breach your home, you can get the fuck out of your house.
So that
But a
stays in
shotgun
the
is a
house.
slow loading weapon. You have to
Yeah.
keep cocking that. You need something that you can keep shooting.
What if
Like, do you have you played Division?
See, we're not
Tom
trying
Clancy?
to we're not
Yeah.
trying to liken this to video games.
Well,
that's where I was
yeah,
going with
because
the four
Division-
different guns
Division
and the
is-
melee
We're not trying, but the
weapons.
thing is,
You can
for-
sure.
I said
I
zombie
know.
apocalypse too,
But
so
it-
that's
it-
why
it
it makes it
is.
seem video gameish. But what I'm saying is
You
that
get your three weapons. You
there's
get your shotgun,
going-
you get your pistol, and you get your AR.
dog.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
fair.
saying for what you need as a person, I feel like to arm yourself properly for the shit that's going to come. And it's not just about having them. It's about knowing how to use them, being comfortable with them, and being able to put some shit and being able to put a clip in and cock the motherfucker when somebody's doing the same thing ready to kill you.
Exactly.
Not panicking. Can you do that fast enough? That's why most people leave their joints loaded because they can't load it and take it off safety and all that shit fast enough to respond to somebody that's ready to shoot their ass. They don't move that quick. They're not adept with their gun. They hide it under the bed. I use that joint every day. I do clack, 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 clack
Perfect
every
practice
single
makes perfect.
day.
It don't even matter.
And it don't matter. A few minutes. So and plus it's just sometimes I just want to hold that jump.
I
Just to
think
get familiar with it.
I've seen people get they guns taken. I've seen people who have to wrestle for their life to.
Hey,
to
bruh,
fight
that's
for
what I'm
that
saying.
shit. Like,
Hey, bruh, I've grabbed a nigga gun before.
I have.
You've told me that.
You know what I'm saying? When the niggas in Bowie trial, I grabbed a gun before, young, and I was trying to kill the nigga in the driver's seat because you let me grab the gun. So if I could get this motherfucking shot off, bruh, my whole thing is now I'm trying to survive. And that shit triggered a memory of when I was in a motherfucking joint where I almost died. If it wasn't for somebody else coming and gun butting the nigga who was choking me out, I'd have been dead.
Damn.
I've gotten pissed when people have pulled weapons out and made me do amazing things.
Adrenaline rush.
Like, dude pulled a knife out on me and I tripped his ass. And I don't know how the fuck I ended up with the knife. Man, he ended up on the ground. But
Yeah, that's wild. I wish I was there for that.
That sounds.
Because that shit is crazy, but that's what happens when you be in the mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
it start pumping in you and you ready?
Yeah.
Adrenaline can get your ass killed though
They
too.
can. Yeah,
That
they
is-
can.
Some motherfuckers think they Superman, and next thing you know,
They slice the fuck up.
they slice the fuck up or got a bullet in their fucking face
You were.
because they didn't move as fast as they thought they
Yeah,
did.
they try to rush some shit they wasn't ready for. Yeah. And it
So
happens all types of ways. You don't
And
know how it's gonna turn out.
I think those situations call for not necessarily the adrenaline rush, but the presence of mind and the knowledge and ability how to
I mean, yeah,
act in that
you gotta be able
situation.
to analyze the situation fast.
Yeah, and if you have the adrenaline going, then cool. That's just the added boost for
that's
you.
all.
It-
That's the
yeah,
only.
let's say-
That's one of the things the military did. They teach you how to react in quick situations.
Mm-hmm.
how to get out of certain situations. Nigga, I'm not the biggest person on the planet. So for me to walk around here thinking that I'm a square up with niggas that's 6'4", 250 and just come out of these battles and all that is fucking wild. It's wild.
Like the shit I've
You know what I'm saying? I need to know some shit to get up. I need to know some shit to get up. That's just real life, bruh. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like my hands are the sharpest the way I'm knocking niggas. Fuck no. You got to have some. That's why I'm like, I don't want to be a victim weight.
I mean, I am that, but I still get out.
I was like, oh, you looking skinny.
Hey, yeah, we ain't had to bring that up.
But
I get in context.
But I don't know what a different way is, but I feel like I'm close to that if it was 1 by 3. But I was still, my whole goal for like the last 25 years is how to get a motherfucker off me.
Hey,
see,
so
hey, yeah. Because what you do have is the ability to be agile.
Yeah. And because I've been put in a couple of situations, I know that my reflexes are pretty good, that I stand a chance.
When's your next off day?
Anytime you fucking want.
When's your next off day, bro?
They want to say that on here.
Look.
I'm supposed to do this to
the Look, I work tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Come down to the LA Fitness, Watkins Park, holla at me. I get you a free pass. Get you back in the
I'm off tomorrow. What time you go tomorrow?
I'll be in there from 12 to 9.
I'm going to come up there tomorrow. And then after that, when I leave there, I'm going to go get my gym membership back. And then I'm going to come holla at you every now and then. But I need to lift the free weights because y'all got the all iron, no Smith machines, all that shit. Weights keep going above. Yeah.
You just gotta get into the habit, bro.
Because then once I get into it, not only do I like how I feel, I like how I look. And then I start to feel guilty when I don't go because it's a routine. And I am actually one I like working out. I'm just lazy about getting back into it. It's the start of it.
Once you come in and open the doors,
it's done.
It's game over.
It's done. No, it's done. Once I walk in there, it's over.
That's what I tell everybody that comes in. I'm like, hey, I'm like, how you doing?
Because one thing
well, you're here now. Let's get it.
One thing that I will say that I'm happy about is that I think that comment, it's like I lost the fat. I don't drink as much.
Yeah.
The beer weight, I didn't realize how much beer weight I was putting on. I didn't realize, but bro, literally like all 2021 to 2022 summer, nigga, I was lifting, but I was drinking beer. Like, I was getting fucking cases of beer and would sit outside and might drink 6 or 7 brews on the porch and not thinking nothing of that shit. I'm smoking, whatever. It's like...
Worst part's low alcohol, high carb.
And it was an 8% joint. I ain't gonna say
so that's
what it was.
It wasn't low alcohol.
No, the percentage was high as fuck.
Yeah, but like, 8%
beer. But it's a canned beer, so you just sitting there like whatever. But who the fuck would sit there and drink 8 canned sodas? Nobody sits there and drinks 8 Cokes.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Or I don't sit there and drink 8 waters.
Nope.
But I'll sit there and drink 8. You might drown yourself sitting back to back drinking 8 waters.
Back to back, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I drink enough water where I don't
Okay,
but like if you cracking beer after beer after beer, you drink 6 beers and then you go to sleep. Wake up the next day, oh shit, I got 5 beers in here. I'm about to drink me some more beers. That shit add up. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot.
So I be hearing,
nigga, when you came to the crib though, when did you come to the crib? That was what, 2023 or 2022?
It was 23. It was 23 because that's when I came back.
But it was fairly warm outside, right? Like springtime. We sat on the porch and I was drinking beers.
We were drinking beer.
Yeah, we were sitting out on the porch.
It wasn't summertime because I came back. It might have been.
Had to be because we started the podcast in September.
Yeah.
And we started talking about it in the summertime. I was still wearing shorts.
Yeah.
And a wife beater out this bitch.
Yeah,
it was hot as fuck outside.
It was like June or July.
Yeah, dog. It was summertime of last year.
We linked up around my birthday, and then we started shooting in like September.
Because, as a matter of fact, you had already been back long enough that we was trying to figure out what you wanted to do for your birthday, nigga, and you was like, I ain't trying to really do nothing. Woo, woo, woo. But your birthday's in the beginning of August.
August 5th. Yep.
So it's like,
yeah. We went to
you
Friday.
been there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was probably like June, July we did it. So yeah, you had no shorts. Yeah. Your question was when we did it, June or July.
I was just saying I was drinking beers. Back then, I was drinking beers heavy as fuck. I was
in
drinking
2023.
But going before that, at that, like, sitting out on the porch, and you seen how much crazy activity went on that porch.
Snake, yeah, that crazy motherfucker.
The
made a peach off the tree in the front. Yeah,
yo, that was so wild. Yo, that was like just.
But it was a small, but it was a good peach.
Yes, it was. And I'm gonna stop talking about that house. We're gonna pause that. What time is it, young? Cause he about to start eating.
9:42. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. Wow. Yeah, time flies once you having fun and get the Castillo in you.
Yeah, I'm not even drunk though.
That's why I said get it in you. We're not drunk.
I'm hungry is what I am. And tonight might be a Friday's night. No, I'm just hungry. I ain't eat before I came.
Oh.
Yeah.
You trying to hit Fridays?
Fuck yeah. With that 9:42.
We about to hit Fridays, y'all.
Yo, let's stop the tape first of all. Thank you for tuning in, young, because we done got way off. Hold on, before you stop it, bruh. Before you stop it. Thanks for everybody that's been tuning in, young. We do be lunching up here sometimes. We just like to have fun. Sometimes we be all over the motherfucking place, but
if you know me and you know him, you knew what to expect, and we love you still.
That's facts. And the people that don't know us, young, like, we just want to give y'all genuine authenticity. We want to talk about shit that's relevant too. It's kind of hard to pinpoint shit that's relevant to this generation because a lot of things are all over the place, and it seems like people enjoy more negativity and laughing and watching and enjoying other people's pain. We not really for that, right? We about we do gotta break out of that, bro. And I'm glad that Diplomat said that, young, because at the end of the day, that's what we want to bring. We wanted to have people watch, but ultimately our goal is to bring people together and unite what we're doing as, I don't want to say as Black people and as people overall. We want to change the stigma of what we're viewed as I guess as a race in the world, because I feel like we're still viewed as the diminished.
I want to say nigga.
I want to say niggas too. But I want to say we viewed as niggas.
And I want to get it to a point to where it's like, oh, that's everybody can say, oh, that's that nigga, and they know it means something of a great purpose.
Or they take the word nigga out of the vocabulary, or they make a fine for everybody else that's not black that says it. But then they gonna say, well, I got a drop of black in me because my 23andMe or what's the ancestry DNA said that I got 10%. Yo, I just found out that somebody I knew fucking mother white, young. She look. Let's turn the camera off. We not talking about that. Deakkon in the Diplomat, signing off.
Love y'all. Hit the stop button.
Hit the stop.
Oh, bro, it's always a great time. Yeah, I want people to say nigga. I want the world to be able to say nigga, so we can all celebrate in it, and not it mean nothing bad. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, bro, can I please? Because I was looking at them like the whole time you was talking.